last, so I ain't gon' slide if that ain't by the bag, yeah. My life changed so fast that I don't even recognize myself from last year. Said she never needed no man, but when she with you, said she needs somebody else. And I ain't tryna add no pressure, oh yeah. I know that they all doing extra. She got dark thoughts, let me hit some, yeah. Baby, I be messed up for ya. Said she wanted me to now, baby, let me get a little toy, yeah. And she got dark thoughts, let me hit some now. Baby, I be messed up for ya. No, my so bad, you spend your cash on a you never had, yeah. Mama told me, boy, don't last, so I ain't gon' slide if that ain't by the bag, yeah. My life changed so fast that I don't even recognize myself from last year. Said she never needed no man, but when she with you, said she needs somebody else.
Rough riders. Don't get it twisted, y'all. Rough riders.
I'm talking
Don't
about
get it
right
twisted, y'all.
Recognize.
Rough riders. Don't get it twisted, y'all.
Recognize.
Rough riders.
Yo,
Don't get it twisted, y'all.
now I know y'all couldn't wait to hear Kiss over premiere. You want tape, then watch it over. You ain't nothing but a movie with expensive footage. That's the reason they gon' leave you with expensive. Ain't none of y'all better than Locks. Have all of y'all dressed up in a suit in the box. Me and my get redder than Fox. Now I don't care if I love you, I still want in the drop. Running around talking that Y2K. Still gon' want that. That's why I'ma always cop it quick. So I suggest all of y'all stay off J. Too hard for MTV, not black enough for BET. Just let me be. Give me all my royalty money and let me read. And I'ma have.
Recognize.
Rough riders. Don't get it twisted, y'all.
With game time only moments away, the setting, Miami, Florida. The 76ers taking on the Heat. For Philadelphia, they know each game is a test of their physical endurance and mental focus. Another challenge lies ahead. Heat, Sixers, coming up next.
All I ever wanted was a black grand national. Being rational, give them what they asked for. It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. I get on it. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I mean, yeah, somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off. 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 Turn this TV off.
Crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious.
Turn this TV off. Turn this TV off.
Crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious.
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And out on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. A look at the 76ers starting group. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. Jaylen Brown is out there with James. And it's Embiid in at the center position. And for the Heat, Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Mitchell. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Larson in a two-guard. When it comes to these two teams, Grant, you have to expect they'll be relying on their front courts to get it done here.
Yeah, I think that's right, B.A. It should be an old-fashioned battle amongst the bigs. And whoever gets the edge in that matchup, I think gets the W. But we'll see.
So Miami wins the tip. Embiid with a steal. Out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Miami Heat. Antetokounmpo outside. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell.
And Giannis has a ridiculous combination of size, skill, and athleticism.
Antetokounmpo with the block. Maxey passes to Brown. Tries again. And he takes it up and lays it in.
Just taking it right to the rim. And no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Mitchell. Driving to the basket. Wiggins passes to Antetokounmpo. No good from outside. And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the three-point shot.
And you know, he hasn't had to, B.A. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and, of course, controlling the boards.
Well, Grant, if you had to say, is there anything you think is underrated about Embiid?
You know, B.A., I think it's his intelligence. Joel's a heady player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. Embiid knows the game.
Mitchell with the ball. Guarded now by Maxey. Mitchell, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
I mean, the size and athleticism of Giannis, arguably without precedent, an incredibly prolific finisher.
James passes to Embiid. Outside Maxey. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Wiggins outside. Pass to Larson. The three ball. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Here's James. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. They pinned that one on Giannis Antetokounmpo. Philadelphia shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. Understand, while they're cobbling together in offense, the Heat will always compete defensively.
Well, B.A., only 2 seasons in the last 3 decades have the Heat been below average in defensive rating, making that commitment a key pillar of the Heat culture.
The control and focus from Embiid, able to absorb hits from the defense and still finish.
And the shot goes in.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
The Sixers leading. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, Eric Spoelstra had a few moments to share with me. I asked him about LeBron James and what his team's defensive game plan was against him, and he said to me, hope and pray that he misses a majority of his shots. With LeBron, there's only so much you can do against him, but we're going to do our best. We'll see what happens here tonight. B.A., back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie.
Sees his man, threads the pass inside. Excellent teamwork.
A minute 58 left in the opening quarter. Here's Maxey. Adebayo grabs the board. And here's Adebayo. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Pass to Larson. Takes a three. Can't get it to go. Making him 0 for 2.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Miami foul.
So for Miami, Bobby Portis is checked in for Andrew Wiggins. Hardaway comes in for Larson. And it's Smith in for Mitchell. .133 left to play in the first quarter. Brown gets the bucket.
And look, Brown is good at capitalizing inside, which is why the defense has to push him further away.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Man, the defender really went after him.
So far in this game, he's 0 for 2 at the line. And the Heat with some changes. Jovic comes in for Adebayo. And it's Johnson in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. The Heat have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Got a hand on it. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Hardaway. The three is up. He buries it from 3.
You don't have to ask Hardaway twice. If the shot's available, he'll take it.
Here's Maxey. There's the drive. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
44 seconds left now in the first quarter. Hardaway, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Smith. Joel Embiid with the board. Embiid's got 5 rebounds tonight. Brown passes to Embiid. Here's James. Ooh, ripped away. Now Johnson. Hardaway from outside. Connects from downtown. Hardaway's got 6 points.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Heat out in front, up 3. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, guys, what do you think about the Heat here?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
So on the floor for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. Joel Embiid is out there with LeBron James. And it's Brown in at the 3. The Heat with the lead. And here's Smith. He's scoreless. Hardaway, the pass to Smith. And the 3 off target. So far, Grant, we've seen some encouraging intangibles from VJ Edgecombe.
Yeah, you know, he reminds me of Victor Oladipo or even a Dwayne Wade physically. Just an explosive athlete. And I love the way he uses that strength and quickness at the defensive end of the floor.
And the jam by Brown.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Now here's Smith. To the middle. Wiggins passes to Portis. Got it. Neither side willing to relent.
That's led to 8 lead changes and a bunch of drama already.
Here's James. Oh, rejected by Wiggins.
And I love the energy on defense. Wiggins working hard to come up with the block right there.
Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Jovic. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Here's Bona. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, looking at the Eastern Conference this season, as much uncertainty as I can remember with regard to the pecking order. With injuries shifting the balance of power, things very much up in the air. And there's some up-and-coming teams seeming to sense an opportunity to make their move.
Something to watch. All right, Shams, thanks for the report. And it's Simons penetrating. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Yeah, Simons put in all of his speed to work on that drive.
Miami has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Smith passes to Wiggins. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Off the mark there with a 3. The Sixers trailing right wing. Here's Wade. Over Wiggins. Wade pass to Simons. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. And it's Simons missing. The Heat have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. The Miami Heat's head coach Eric Spoelstra talked about their approach, and he said, you got to try to take control of the game, set the tone, and play consistently throughout. Everybody's trying to do the same thing, so you can impose their will longer than the other team. Guys?
He knows his stuff. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. So for Miami, Bam Adebayo's checked in for Portis. Larson comes in for Hardaway, and Mitchell subbed in for Smith. 76ers trail by 5. Going inside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Pass to Larson. Back to Mitchell. Antetokounmpo, right side. Here goes Giannis. Shoots from the right block. It's good. Off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 8.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Down low. Here's Bona. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
They swipe it to the paint. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
If the possession ends with a shot in close, you've done something right.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Hardaway's checked in for Miami. And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for Miami. Here's Adebayo. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
Out to Simons. 56 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Miami has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Outside Adebayo. Miami moving it around. Antetokounmpo outside. Just 4 to shoot. They grab their own miss. Great positioning on the putback. And the Heat lead by 3.
Well, Adebayo's going to go after that offensive board. He is relentless in his effort.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. Miami making a switch here. Portis is checked in. Miami shooting their first foul shot of the game.
Yeah, you look at the different ways Bam Adebayo can impact the game. He's a player everyone wants on their team. Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Here's Mitchell. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Fires the 3. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Miami out in front, up by 4. Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have? Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're measuring up the shot. Oh, someone left the window open. Let's hear it for our contestant.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Tim Hardaway really making a difference here.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
So it's Philadelphia now. 4-point game. We've got Mitchell. Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then it's Andrew Wiggins, and it's Larson in at the shooting guard position. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Now here's Simons. Rebound Miami. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds in the game. And Anthony Simons has grown his reputation. But he still flies a little under the radar, Stan.
Yeah, he hasn't been in high visibility situations like an epic playoff game that puts you on everyone's map. But opponents sure fear him and respect him.
Pass to Barlow. Now here's Simons. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Late clock, the Sixers need to put one up here. Here's Wade. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Got it! Bam!
Well, Adebayo's going to work inside. And that's what they want him to do.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And the 76ers going with a whole new group out there.
Give it up for your dancing machine mascot, Bernie!
76ers trail by 8. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Giannis Antetokounmpo talked about what keeps him going. He said the most important thing is to stay humble. At the end of the day, I realized that I wasn't supposed to be here. I'm just happy, and I always want to be better and do better for my team. And that's what gives me joy. Back over to you, Brian.
You got to respect that mindset. Allie, we appreciate the report. And here are the Heat now. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. On target from range.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him to clean looks.
Oh, a high motor in close to the rim. Maxey finding a window and converting.
Mitchell, the pass to Wiggins. Inside. Adebayo. Finished off by Adebayo.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
From outside the arc. The rebound by Maxey. 76ers trail by 9. Here's Edgecombe. The rebound by Wiggins. Wiggins got 4 rebounds in the game. Mitchell with the ball. Guarded now by Maxey. Wiggins from long range. Oh, Wiggins! Bullseye with the 3.
Yeah, from the perimeter, Wiggins can be very, very efficient. You just can't allow him to find those looks.
Pass to Brown. And it's Miami with a rebound. Wiggins has got 5 rebounds tonight. Mitchell against Maxey. Now Wiggins. From deep. Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Maxey. That one no good. Ooh, solid defense from Mitchell. To the middle. Pass to Antetokounmpo. 1:14 left in the third. Philadelphia grabs the miss.
I mean, that's the shot to take. He just couldn't get it to go.
Brown knifing inside, and Brown with the stuff.
Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
Mitchell with the ball. Guarded now by Maxey. Here's Wiggins. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Wiggins has got 5 points.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this game.
And Mitchell with the slam.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2.
And what a slash by Maxey. I mean, so good at forcing the defense's hand.
A big group substitution here from Miami. Bobby Portis has checked in for Adebayo. Jovic comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Hardaway's checked in for Larson. And it's Smith in for Mitchell. Now here's Smith. Still no points. Pass to Wiggins. Outside Hardaway. Back to Wiggins. Portis with a screen on Brown. Wiggins for three. Joel Embiid with the board. Here's Edgecombe. Here's Maxey. An easy two on the layup. He's got 13.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
And so it's the Miami Heat. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. Back after this.
Let's go, fans.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Heat leading by 11. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. LeBron James out there with Jaylen Brown. And it's Embiid in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. The 76ers shooting 53%. Good efficiency on offense so far. And the Heat with possession.
76ers foul. Edgecombe. First personal foul. First team foul.
Over to the wing. Here's Jovic. Fires in the triple. And the Heat lead by 14.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And there's the rejection. He got it. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And I also have to praise them for their three-point shooting. They're showing a lot of confidence, letting them fly from deep.
And again, it's Miami from deep.
Well, maybe not the shot they were looking for.
off-court activities. There's always someone to watch. I like speaking colleges and universities. Very serious.
Yeah, for me, it's been a really good spot where New York prospects are scouted, where people have games, but college scouts may not.
I like the idea of watching videos myself without leaving your desk. You can know known and unknown talent across the world. I've got quite a list brewing to send in.
I love good eggs.
Heads up, we're filming. Go take a break. Don't walk in front of the camera. I think you got my this one here almost the same. This one is okay, that almost so yeah, try to light up this first. We're pouring underwater breathing apparatus with a mermaid on that.
What a treat we have tonight, Greg. These teams give us a glimpse into the future of the NBA.
No doubt about that. These are the guys that might eventually turn into the superstars that run the league. It's still very up and coming, but loads of talent on the floor in this one.
And now Washington's starting group. We've got Johnson. Davis is out there with Song. Then it's Koulibaly. And it's Young in at the point. And Davis puts it in.
And this is the kind of range Davis has. If you give him room to fire, he'll burn you.
Harris outside. MP sets the screen for Harris. And Davis pulls it down. And it's Davis with the ball for the Washington Wizards. It's a three-point game. Here's Song. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot three. Greg, the Pistons had some decisions to make this summer, with some of their veterans hitting free agency.
And with Cade Cunningham making All-NBA and earning that raise, a tighter squeeze financially, not easy to keep a high-performing team together.
And he nails the third. And this Wizards team, Greg, giving its young players every opportunity to develop.
Yeah, these young guys were the NBA equivalent of drinking from a fire hose. But after years of just treading water and mediocrity, I think the fans appreciate the clear sense of direction from this group. And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's MP to stop the run. Johnson with the rebound. Washington's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. And Davis wide open. He shoots. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, JB Bickerstaff and I were able to chat. I asked him how they prepared for this matchup against Anthony Davis, and Coach responded saying, you have to prepare for his impact on both ends. Offensively, he's terrific around the rim and pretty much unguardable when his jumper is falling. And defensively, he does it all. Guys, back to you.
Thank you once again, Allie.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
What a quality possession. MP cashing in down low.
For Washington, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Koulibaly, bounce pass. Harris against Davis. to Koulibaly. 6 on the shot clock. Johnson, a wide open look, sinks the triple. Johnson's got 5 now.
Exactly the kind of start you're looking for. They are 4 for 5 out of the gates.
Here's MP. Washington with the rebound. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game play.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Well, frankly, they should be shocked. I mean, that kind of effort simply won't cut it in today's NBA. Let's see if they take any lessons from it.
Green with the ball. Now defended by Sarr. Here's MP. And MP throws it down.
I tell you, sometimes you can make a statement with a dunk. MP, yes, sir.
Young taking his time here. Back to Davis. Johnson up top. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Harris. And it's Harris with the ball for the Pistons. They trail by 7. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
But you don't like to count on points from your reserves, but they had some hot hands coming off the bench.
When you get that kind of a complete effort, that's a game you're going to win far more often than not.
And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Vukcevic is checked in. George comes in for Davis. Riley is checked in for Koulibaly. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Johnson. Now, here is Young. He had a 36-point outing in the last game against New York.
Not to mention the assists he piled up. You can see why his teammates like playing with him.
You know, Doris, we know how good D'Angelo Russell is now, but how about having to play his high school team?
No kidding, Kevin. Let's just talk about the fact that he and future MVP at that time, Joel Embiid, were on the same team in high school. How would you game plan for 2 NBA players if you're another high school team? Stop it.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
First personal foul.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Washington.
They look to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Stewart's checked in for Javonte Green. And it's Duncan Robinson in for MP. And now that we are well past the halfway point of the season, DB, what are you most looking forward to?
I think, Kevin, this is the first time of the year when you start to consider, well, I'll tell you, the playoff positioning is starting to take shape. The potential first-round matchups become intriguing. I can't wait to see how things end up.
Here's Vukcevic, following the bucket by the Pistons. Here's Russell. No good that time. Some solid defense from Robinson. Cunningham inside. He's against Young. Cunningham gets the bucket.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And here's Young from the arc. Hands it from downtown. Young's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Washington. Harris outside. Back to Duran. Nails the baby hook. Duran's got his second bucket.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Young. He's got 9. It's Cunningham with the rebound. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Washington Wizards. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just... Pistons. Green, he's checked in for Karis LeVert. MP comes in for Duncan Robinson. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Jenkins. And a switcher also for Washington. Champagne's checked in. So the Wizards 5 right now. We've got George. Russell is out there with Riley. And there's Davis. And it's Champagnie in at the power forwards position.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
KDB over the last several years, wins have been hard to come by for the Washington Wizards.
Kevin, it blows me away that this organization has not had a winning season since 2018, and they haven't won 50 games since 1979. Let's hope their young, inspiring draft picks are building into a good young core.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Nuggets delivered quite a performance. He dropped 48 points, and he was very efficient from the field. What a game for him, and against their rivals, no less, which had to make him feel extra special. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, as always, Allie, for that great report. Greg, phenomenal effort by him in that last game.
He willed the team to victory through his talent and through that competitiveness.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
Young, no good. Pistons trail by 9. Here's MP. Oh, knifing in, MP.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Young pass to George. Here's Champagnie. Pass to Young. Three-pointer. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
They got very fortunate there, guys. They should just take their time on offense and not try to force things.
During, he's checked in for Isaiah Stewart. MP kicks to Green. Back to MP. Using his athleticism, MP with the play.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
On the wing, Davis. Guarded by Harris. On the wing, Johnson. Fires for 3. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Here's MP. MP sets the screen for Green. Back to MP. Rebounded by the Wizards. Johnson's got 4 rebounds in this game. TB, no question, Anthony Davis had a lot of hype when he was drafted in 2012.
Kevin, how could he not? He won a national title collegiately. He has incredible size and skill on both ends of the floor. That hype was real, and it was earned.
Wizards leading by 9. Young inside. Covered by Cunningham. Sard. And he can't bank that one in. Here's MP. Unbelievable move by MP.
Boy, the explosive finish at the cup by MP. He might have surprised himself, folks.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. 1:24 left to play here in the half. Johnson outside. Goes back up. In deep. Davis drops it in. Davis has got his third basket of the night right there.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
To me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way.
And you have to be more careful with the basketball. These are possessions that you don't get back.
Johnson dishes to Young. Pass to Koulibaly. Back to Young. 5 to shoot. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And it's an 11-point Wizards lead.
Boy, this guy making the most of his chances here. Really giving his team a lift.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Trey Johnson.
A crafty move there from MP to get to the foul line. The young man, fearless inside.
That free throw missing.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. The wide open look here for Koulibaly. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. To the inside. MP. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistleblower.
Boy, this guy has not been in the league long, but MP has such a tremendous knack of getting to the line.
And the first one at the line is good.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Wizards leading by 9. Young up top. He's got 11. Davis with a screen on Cunningham. From the arc. The shot, no good. We've reached the end of the first half of play. Wizards lead by 9. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Get ready for some high amazing stuff from your broadcast mind on Rarri Entertainment.
Welcome, everyone, as we dig into the details. Things working out so far for the Washington Wizards.
They've been en fuego from downtown, finding space and letting it go, showing no signs of letting up, guys.
As a three-point shooter yourself, Chet, this has to bring you back.
Oh, my gosh, those were the good old days.
Let's turn our attention to the three-point shootout and highlight some of the top candidates.
No matter who makes it, I know all these guys, they're ready.
The final tally of votes soon to come, but there's still time to get your ballot in. Now or never. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Washington leading now by 9. Harris steps in at the 4 with Duran at the center spot. MP out there with Cade Cunningham. And it's Green in at the 3. And that's the group for J.B. Bickerstaff as we begin the second half. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Kevin. Cade Cunningham is leading the way for this Pistons team. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said he shows belief in his teammates, and that's what leadership is. He's with you during the good and the bad. That gives the rest of his team more comfort and confidence. Guys?
Establishing the mindset. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Pass to Duran, and stolen by Koulibaly. Johnson in the corner. Three-pointer, and again, Washington with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Thanks. Well, this new three-point era started with Stephen Curry, and it's really in the last decade that we're seeing the long-distance game extend to the center position. You look at the list of recent champions, it seems it's also not a luxury, but a necessity to have a paint presence who can also stretch the floor from deep.
Yeah, certainly a nightmare to contain. All right, Johns, we appreciate the report.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
And MP throws it down.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Here's Young. He's got 11. On the wing, Johnson. Here's the 3. Backed in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, hey, Johnson is a volume three-point shooter for a reason because he's very accurate from beyond. An extremely efficient and productive game for him, but again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself.
And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Young with the ball. Now defended by Cunningham. And there's the call on Javonte Green. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Team second.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Knocks it loose. And it's stolen by Green.
Boy, his ball security flawless in the first half, but since then, it's an absolute disaster. Boy, he's been impressive scoring the basketball, but it is really tough to play from behind.
Wizards leading by 13. You know, Greg, after struggling with injuries to start his NBA career, Cade Cunningham is figuring it out.
And the former #1 overall pick in 21. Last season, his first All-Star appearance, and he's only getting started.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
You know, missed that one, but still a really good start coming off the break. 3 for 4 now.
Pass to Young. And the foul called on MP. That's his third foul of the game.
Third personal foul. Team 4.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. It's stolen by Duren.
You know, looking at the turnover story, they've had a few miscues along the way, but as you see on the scoreboard, it hasn't hurt them.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Pistons shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Guys, I don't see how you can't be excited about the future for MP. This guy's got a great head on his shoulders. His first focus is winning, and you don't see that often from a young man this age.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
Stand now for your Pistons touchdown.
Some teams feeling the cold in the power rankings. Others remaining hot. Taking a look at Toronto, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And I think for Detroit, they've been middle of the pack for most of the season. This just might be who they are. Not a great team, but at least they aren't bringing up the rear.
Here's Young. Picks it out to Johnson. Jackson coming off the assist from Young. Johnson's got 16 points.
A strong catch and shoot option. Opponents will learn you can't give Johnson those kind of looks.
MP passes to Cunningham. Outside, Green to the paint. MP, no good. Wizards leading by 14. Inside. Koulibaly finds Young. It's tipped. Koulibaly with the steal. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Jalen Duren.
I think for Bilal Koulibaly, it's really about being consistent. If he's able to become an efficient shooter, this guy's going to be a problem.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls, and the Pistons making a change here. Jenkins checked in. George is checked in for Washington. Riley comes in for Johnson. So, Norris, when it comes to punishing flopping, the acronym is STEM. You can walk us through this. STEM.
That's right, Kevin. Secondary, theatrical, embellished movements. Players are always going to embellish contact because they want to make sure the official sees it. What the league doesn't want are the flailing pirouettes, the exaggeration or feigning of contact. Those actions will be penalized. This guy's been impressive this quarter, putting his team on his back.
Wizards leading by 11. Pass to George. Now, here is Young. 1:37 left in the third. And here is MP. He's defended by Koulibaly. A three ball. Knocks down the three ball. Riley's got 9. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Wizards.
I like their defense today, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
I think one of the things that also strikes me is their activity, forcing turnovers, coming up with steals. It has really shaped the tenor of this game.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. George against Harris. George sets the screen for Russell. Plenty of space. And he hits the jump shot. And the Wizards lead by 15. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. So on the floor for Washington, D'Angelo Russell out there with Trae Young. Then there's Davis. Then it's Keyshawn George. And it's Riley in at the small forward. Young's shot is off. Detroit's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Cunningham passes to Stewart. Great D that time from Davis.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Riley can't hit. The Pistons have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one made. MP strong inside.
Just doing what he can. He's competing and he's converting.
And he has really kept them in this one. The high effort level. Now the rest of the team has got to step up.
From deep, George. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That is his first foul of the game. A different look here for Detroit. Duran comes in for Isaiah Stewart. And it's Javonte Green in for Robinson. And a switcher also for Washington. Champagne's checked in. Ball's knocked loose. And stolen by MP. It's stolen by Davis. George with the ball. Now Green defending. And here's Young from the arc. Buries it from three-point range.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Wizards leading by 14. Young fires. Jumper is off. For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter.
Boy, terrific individual effort. Almost single-handedly, this guy trying to keep them competitive.
Cunningham against Young. He'll put it up there. Duran pulls it down. For Detroit, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field.
How about that finish by Harry? He sees his opening and does not hesitate to rise up and be free.
Timeout, Wizards.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce, courtside. Allie.
Over the break, I listened in on what the head coach for the Wizards was getting across in the huddle. Coach had a direct message for the team saying no matter the lead, no NBA game is ever over. Do not let your guard down. We'll see if they hold on.
All right, Allie, thank you for that.
Third personal foul. Team second.
1:56 left in the fourth quarter. Now Davis. And the foul called on MP. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
4th personal foul. 13 foul.
Young. Johnson. The 20-foot jumper. Good.
This is what Coach and Johnson's teammates want to see. The rookie continuing to find shots tonight.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cunningham. Wizards leading by 12. Now Davis. The 9-foot shot. It's in there.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
It's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Young drives in. Oh, softly lays it in.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. 1:11 left to play here in the 4th.
Again, give it up for your Pistons Dancers Dance Team.
Now Harris. Here's MP. It's off target.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Wizards.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Trae Young.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
There's a fluid power and athleticism that he possesses, nearly impossible to contain Davis inside.
And the first one drops. Of the big men in the league, Doris, Anthony Davis, to me at least, has always been among